Welcome everyone to the Unaligned Brother podcast. I'm CJ and I'm here with my unaligned brother Say.
I'm Say, a New York sport fan, and today we're going to talk about the first official day of the playoff,
That's
where
right.
the home team won every game today. See, the home team advantage took over, and they made it a point. The home court advantage matters. See, what you think about it?
What I do think is benches didn't show up for the visiting teams. That's the first and foremost rule. They gotta travel. They don't travel. They're not gonna give them a game.
You're exactly right. That's the way it is. The bench got to travel, and that's hard to do. We always talk about that, see, you and I. We talk about why is the bench cannot score on the road. Like they professional players, but it just happened. Like you could put a bench player to play on the road on the
Hmm.
garden, and then you put that same, he doesn't score, and then you trade that player to the Knicks as a bench player and he play on the garden and he's on fire. I
Lights
never
out.
understood that. Lights out. I never understood that. I don't understand why is that happen, but bench doesn't travel. And when bench travels, sometimes the road team win. But let's talk about the first game. See, we're gonna go to the East first, and we're just gonna do a simple recap, guys. Let us know in the comment what you think about today's game and who's going to win the series. It's the team, the home team that won today going to win the series. You know the same CA. The series doesn't start until the road team win one game. But let's start with the Knicks and Seahawks. CA, tell me about it.
Listen, the Knicks won that game.
How come?
The Knicks came up with a third quarter, unlikely for them and very unlikely for them. But they actually put a good game together. They put a good
That's
game
crazy.
together. They
Because I
did put
was
a good game
texting
together.
you and you said, "Oh, the Knicks doesn't score on the third quarter. That's their worst quarter," and then they show up on the third quarter.
They did show up in the third quarter, and I was thinking they need to build some sort of couple of points before the half so they can withstand any comeback from the Hawks. So I was thinking maybe it will happen. So the bad thing about it, we have some dissing going on. You gotta. I hope you did see about this. CJ McCollum. This is Jalen saying that foul was just good for Broadway. Maybe not for the court, but CJ McCollum was trying to do as much as he could, and I think that foul, that technical foul, changed what was going on during the game, and I think that
You saying we
that
changed the
gave the
outcome of the game, see it?
yeah, I think it did. I think it did. That's true, but it can take the air out of a building.
Okay.
Sometimes that does happen.
Okay. I just think the Knicks took control late. Using a big third quarter run, like you said, to separate from Atlanta. Yeah, it was close at halftime, CA, but the New York defense and shot making in the second half changed everything, CA. The Hawks tried a late comeback led by C.A. McCollum, like you said, but the Knicks closed it out strong, and they was led by the superstar, 28 point. He got 19 on the first quarter, so he set the tone early.
He
Like
did set the
I'm
tone
gonna
early.
come to play. Like he let them know I'm coming to play today. He scored 19 on the first quarter, and then everything started changing. Carl Anthony got a big second half. He scored 25 points. OG got 18. Josh Hart, I always tell you about him. He's like that player that plays hard, go for rebound. He got 14 rebounds, CA, with 11 points. Like he don't even look for his shot. He just look to play defense and get some rebounds. And he got a double double. On the other side, CA McCollum got 26 points. Jalen Johnson got 23. It wasn't enough today, but
It
we're
wasn't. It
gonna
wasn't enough. It wasn't
we're gonna
enough.
see what happened on the second game. Like if they bring more energy and more effort, and they could do better. See if they can steal one. I think they need to steal one. I think if they don't steal one, then that series is gonna be over fast and quick.
That's right. And they also don't have a good leader in there to just go in there and score 30 every night. So it's a group effort for sure. It's a very detailed and high level group effort.
It's like I tell you what the Knicks won. They got explosive start from Brunson. They got a third quarter run that was a game changer, and they got a balanced scoring. CA, every starter scoring double digits today, and better different on the second half. They locked into the defense, and they just played better, and they won the game. They closed it out. Remember when I was telling you the Hornets doesn't have a go-to guy? Yes, they got Lamelo. Lamelo is flashy. Yes, they got the rookie, and the rookie didn't show up in either game.
Yes.
Yes, they got Brandon Miller, but they don't have a go-to guy. CA, the Knicks do. The Knicks could go to Bronson when the game is tight, when they need a bucket, when they need to go up front. That's that guy. Is Bronson. Give the ball to him, and he will go get a bucket for the Knicks, and that's the difference. But we're gonna see what happened in game two. I think Atlanta did that game. If not, it's gonna be a quick series. I think it's gonna be
After
4-1.
the first quarter, I thought he was gonna probably put 50 after putting 19 points. So he only put 9 points for the rest of the game. So you got to think about how they started guarding him a little better. They put a little taller player on him. He started passing the ball a lot more because he didn't have the space. He didn't have the firepower to do it over a taller Ingram, a taller defensive player. So he only scored maybe 3 points a quarter for the rest of the game. So if you average it out, was it a good game for him? It was a great start. I don't think it was a great finish by him.
Yeah. But the Knicks look like the more complete team. Star showed up, role players deliver,
That they
and they
do.
controlled the game when it mattered.
I still think it could be a good upset on this.
Yeah. Yeah. They show flashes. The Hawks show flashes, but couldn't keep up on the fourth quarter. Okay, let's move to the next series. It was the Toronto Raptor against the Cleveland Cavaliers.
This is a series that I've been looking forward to because I was thinking Donovan Mitchell needs a guy.
He showed up.
Donovan Mitchell needs a guy. And you know he's going to show up with 28, 30, 32 points just like today. He put six free throws, 5 to 7 out of 3. But he needed a James Harden to come along and just take that spotlight out of his space for a minute. And that's exactly what James Harden did. I was watching a couple of double teams on James Harden. So Spider Mitchell was feeling like I'm good, you know? Just put me one on one with whoever you want. I'm gonna go get my buckets. So it was
Yeah, he
impressive
scored
by the
22.
Cavaliers. It was. So the Cavs, I think they need to fix some of those fourth quarter issues they had at the end. They got in foul trouble quick. They put him on the bonus and the line very quick. So they gotta fix those fourth quarter issues. But it looks like the Cavaliers are the better team overall.
Yeah, just like you say, James Harden scored 22. He got 10 assists. What happened in that game? Cleveland controlled this one from the start. They control it from the start. They jump out early, double digit lead. And Mitchell, like you said, he's the superstar of the team. The team go how he go. And he scored at will. Harden distributed the ball. The Raptor struggled offensively, especially in the half court. And that's crazy to say. Like Cleveland played good different in the half court. Every time Toronto tried to make a run, the Cavs answer. No real momentum swing. And that's critical on the road, CA. You have to have momentum on the road. And they have no momentum on the road.
That's
Mitchell
true.
scored 31. He took over in the key moments when they needed a bucket. That's what I was just telling you about. When they needed a bucket, he was there. Darius Garland got 18 with 9 at six. And Evan Mobley got a double double. He was dominant inside. See, he was pounding that inside block. He was real dominant. From the Raptors, Cody Barnes, that I think is the defensive player of the year, Scotty Barnes. He got 28. RJ Barrett got 19. But the team struggled shooting overall, especially from three. See,
Scotty Barnes had a bad defensive game today. And good thing that the boats are in if you feel like he's going to win Defensive Player of the Year because he had only 1 rebound, 0 steals, 0 blocks, 5 turnovers. It was tough for him tonight. So maybe they're too much for just one single guy to do it all in defense. But he had a tough night tonight. It was tough. They were tough on him. They were running away from him at times, just to open the field, open the court. But sometimes you gotta come up and say, "I want that guy," and he didn't show up for it.
Remember on that past episode that I told you Cleveland have the best player, and when you got the best player on the court, most of the time you win the series, and that's what happened today. Cleveland have the best player, which was Mitchell Spider, and he showed up. Star Power showed up, and Mitchell was the best player on the floor tonight. The interior dominance from Mobley plus size advantage. They had a better shooting efficiency, and the Raptor had too many cold stretches offensively. In the road, you cannot go 3, 4, 5 minutes without scoring. You need that scoring. And the Caps look like the more polished playoff team. A structured offense, a strong defense, and a closer in Mitchell. And that's what I told you. They got a closer. Toronto need better shooting and faster pace if they want to bounce back in game two. They got to play faster. They got to just rebound and run. I think that's what they got to do. They got to play fast, and the scoring, the final scoring got to be 120, 122, or 117, 120. You got to be that high for them to have a chance.
Well, that was the Raptors and the Cleveland Cavaliers. So we're gonna move on to
Let's go to the West. I
we're gonna
can't
move on to the
wait. I can't
West.
wait.
So let's get
I
into it. Let's get
told
into it.
ya.
Lakers won. The king still the king.
Guys, he's gonna make excuses. Oh, Durant was hurt. He got a bruised knee. That's why they won. I told ya the old man was gonna win that game. And he's gonna win the series. The Lakers are winning without Luca, without Reeve. LeBron is winning that series. I told ya. But okay, I'll let you
Listen,
go.
it
Go
was
ahead.
it was an easy affair for the Lakers to win that game. At times you kept looking for where's Durant? He's gonna come up. We need a bucket. But there was no Durant to be found. He was injured. He's looking at that knee injury that was happened during practice. Practice. What you doing in practice? That AI
Practice?
yeah.
Practice? Practice? You got
You
hurt on
get
practice?
yes, yes. So I don't know what's going to happen to him. I'm hoping he
Blah,
comes
blah,
back on the
blah,
next
blah,
game
blah.
and we have a tough game. 9 points. I know he can put up at least 16. So what if, right? So
Blah, blah,
good
blah.
win by the Lakers. But let me talk to you about this Kennard kid. The guy, they should have keep feeding him the ball from three. He could have missed from three, and all of the assists came most likely from LeBron's. 5 out of 5 from three, 27 points in just 38 minutes. They should have kept him feeding him, and probably they would have scored. They would have gone on to win by 20.
And let me tell you what happened on that game. LeBron controlled the game. I told you that was going to happen. He's the number one option right now. He's not the number two, the number three. He's the number one option. He controlled the game. LeBron being LeBron once again. That's why he's done all his career. Distribute the ball, score when it's needed, go on the run when it's needed. The game was tight early, see ya. The game was tight early, but the Lakers took control on the second half with defense and experience. See, that's what happened. Houston kept it competitive, but they missed a lot of shots and they got a lot of turnovers late. It hurt them. And on the road, you can't have a lot of turnovers because what happened when you do turnovers, CA, that team go on a fast break and you can't give LeBron a
Yeah,
fast break. You know why he do? He loved the fast break. He would just close it out. He would just pass it or dunk it or lay up. You know how he does. But he got 27 with 9 assists. He controlled the game like I told you, and that was it. Game was over.
that's true. That's true. It was an easy game for him. He could have. There's no another sheriff to compete against him, so he just need to do manage the time, manage the points, get a few assists here and there, and let me go also ahead and score 19 points to help my team because you don't have to do much when you're basically competing against a no leader team.
Yeah.
All right, so here we are. You wanted to see this matchup. You wanted to see what the Denver Nuggets brought to the table. You wanted to see if Ants actually arrive. So, and no bye. They fall 0-1 on the road against the Joker. What you got to say about this game?
He got a triple double. Batman and Robin showed up. Murray got 30, but he went to the line a lot. He went 16 from 16 from the line. Jokic got a triple double, and I don't know. That game was easy.
Whistle felt like it was one sided. That whistle felt like it had died for the other team. 16 times going to the line. Some fouls were obvious fouls, but some fouls in this day and age of the I touch you, I
That's
swipe
been
you, and you
happening
going
since the
back with your
80s.
head.
See,
No, it has not. I remember the
the home
wrestling
team
mania
always
over
get
there
the
in the
whistle.
80s.
The home team always get the whistle. That's happened for since the game started. The home team always get the whistle.
Yeah, they most likely do get the whistle at home, but these fouls are almost unnatural, uncanny to call so many just swipe you fouls over here. There was some clear fouls, obviously, but 16 times going to the line, there was
As
not
a team,
another
they got
guy close to him.
as a team, Minnesota went to the line 19 times, and I think they made 11 as a team.
Imagine that. Imagine that. And he went to the line and he was clutch. 16 out of 16 drops. So
They went to the line 19
it's
times,
one of
and they
those
made
what ifs.
14. And Denver went to the line 33 times, and they made 30.
Now, on the other hand, Ant was not putting the ball in the basket. He
No, I
made
told
a
you he need
three
to score
late in the
30.
game.
I told you he needed to score 30. He need to score 30. He need to set
He needs
the
to score.
pace. He need to set it up. Like 22 is not going to do nothing.
Yes. Both teams were bad from three. Both teams were outrageous from three. Murray had was 8-0 from three. That guy couldn't put anything in it. So
They
both
shot
teams were awful from
27%
three.
CA. They shot
Man,
27%.
it's it's close to the league average, but while the game is going, it looks awful. It feels like, oh my goodness, what is going on? I mean,
But
almost
Minnesota wasn't
one out
any
of
better.
four goes in. No, both teams were
Minnesota
horrible.
shot
Both teams were
32%.
horrible.
11 for
It leads me to
34.
believe that Ant got to step up if you want to reach the Western Conference Finals, and
And the
so
number
does the
10 for
Joker.
36.
So does the Joker.
I just think home court advantage. I just think Denver got home court, and I think that's going to be the key. You know what happened when they go on the road? I think Minnesota's going to make it a series, but I don't think they can beat them. But it is what it is. Both teams like had 13 turnovers. I just think that Batman and Robin duo did it. Triple double. They ain't needed nothing else.
Yeah, that's
I just think you picked them. You picked Minnesota to reach the final, the Western Conference final. I just don't think Anthony Edwards got a Robin. I don't think Randall could do what Murray do for Denver. I just don't think
well,
so.
he's 100% this time around. So I think is either Julius or DiVincenzo's got to step up and score too. But I don't think Ant is going to have another bad game. So I think they tied this series on game two and they go tie home. And if that happens, we're gonna go game seven. I'm still pulling in for
Hey,
my
y'all
guy.
heard that?
My guy is
He said
Ant.
they're gonna tie on game two. He got a hot take. My hot take is gonna be like, no, they not winning. They not
It's gonna
winning.
be a tough series, and I'm gonna keep track of those statements you're making right here.
I just don't understand like how team play Jokic. Like you either you make him a scorer or you make him a facilitator. Which one you want to do? So you don't want to make him a facilitator because then he start distributing the ball to his teammates and then everybody starts scoring. So you rather let him score, get his points instead of giving him what he did tonight. Like if he scored and he passed the ball, let him score. I think they should play him like that all the time. See, let him score. But when they do that pick and roll between Murray and him, it's just game over. They go back and forth, pick and roll, back and forth. They pass it and they pass it and they pass it and they end up scoring.
No,
It just
you're
happen
wrong.
all the time.
You're
I just
wrong.
think, see it. Denver is not going to have another shooting night like they did today. Either Minnesota is not going to have another shooting night. So what's going to be a shootout? And who's going to win on a shootout? That's the question. I think Denver's going to win on a shootout.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think they had the right strategy and it was working, but Ant had a bad night, and that's all it matters. They shot 43% field goal percentage. They had the right idea. You can try to get a triple double, but he himself wasn't scoring. He was just trying to distribute the ball, and they were not scoring.
He
I tell
usually
you,
score like 4 or 5 threes a game. He didn't do it today. But I
that's what I'm
told you,
saying. So
20.
they
Yeah.
they had the right idea. They had the right idea. Let's see if you can beat us. They did not beat him, and he just scored. They just scored a few more free throws to win that game, but they had the right idea. I think this idea will take them to the next level.
I just think Murray and Jokic cannot both go off. Like you gotta take Murray out of the game. You're not gonna take Jokic. Jokic is a superstar. He's gonna score. He's gonna get to his spot. He's gonna do whatever he wants. But I think they could take Murray out of the game. Put Anthony Edwards on Murray and take him out of the game and let Jokic beat you. I think that's the best way for them. I just think. But when both go off, when both players, those are both superstars. When they both score, then it's over. And I don't think Julius Randle could keep up for them. I think Anthony Edwards could score 30 and then that wash Jokic's point, and then everybody gotta do it for them to win. But they gotta start Murray. I just think they should play like that. Stop Murray, let Jokic do his thing. They both cannot go off. He don't have a Robin. Like
Listen,
Julius Randle is just going to score 16, 20 points here and
I
there.
know
But
I know you're seeing
yes,
the
I
30
don't think.
points, but they did stop Murray. He was 7 out of 22 from the field. He just had 16 points from the free throw line. He was 7 out of 22 from the field. That's a bad
I
stat
agree.
line. If they don't blow that whistle, that's a blowout by the Timberwolves. So
No.
they had a good strategy for them, and it was working. At the end of the day, it cost them, but it was working. I think this is a good way to do it. They just gotta keep their hands to themselves.
Disagree on that,
That's
CJ.
the bottom line.
uh, Great players find a way to score, even when they have a bad shooting night. So what they do, they go to the line. That's what great players do. If they not score, they trying to go to the line. And what happen when you go to the line? You start fighting rhythm and stuff, and you start scoring from two. You start scoring from three. Yeah, he had a bad shooting night, but he still went to the line, and that's what great players do. And that's what happened. And I know we are basically what our channel is. On the line, brother. We are in disagreement. You got Minnesota, I got Denver. And I'm telling you, they not gonna win because the home court advantage. And the only way I think they can win if they take Murray out of the game. Yes, they did great and stuff, but great players find a way to score. And he went to the line.
We'll see what happens on game two. It's going to be a great series to watch. I think it, and even felt let down. He's usually talking and bringing the fire and everything. I didn't see any of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking for more on game two. And come on, I'm looking for more from game two. I want to see some trash talk. Bring somebody
I
to
like
trash
him.
talk you. You know,
And it's the men.
do
I love
something.
him.
Let's go. Let's go.
And they beat them already, like in the playoff too. I just
Yes.
think the game flow first half was tight. Denver kept control behind Nikola. Minnesota stayed physical and didn't let the game speed up. That's what they got to do, play half court with them. But in the fourth quarter, the Wolf went off, didn't do nothing. I think, but we'll see. We'll see.
All right, guys, that's all we have for today. Just a quick recap of what happened in the 4 games in the NBA. 2 from the East, 2 from the West. We got everything. We're good to go. Hey, and I'm ready for more games tomorrow. I'm ready. So follow us, give us a like, subscribe to our channel. Tomorrow we're coming with more videos, more recap, more of what you like. We're coming with that tomorrow. So
Okay.
see you then.
See, are you listening? Minnesota's not winning this series. Yeah, have a good night, guys. Thank you for watching. Let us know in the comment what y'all think. We are on a disagreement. They're on the line, brothers. He got Minnesota, I got Denver. I'm telling him he don't want to listen.